So MLB The Show decided to drop, I guess, a bit of another trailer today. This wasn't more so about the game. Well, I mean, it was about the game, MLB The Show 19, but it wasn't about like gameplay or anything. Not anything like we're expecting tomorrow. All right. This one was more so about. It was more so about promoting the game. All right. It was posted on GameStop's Twitter earlier today. And you know, I really didn't think anything of it. I watched like the first 10 seconds, I think, and I was like, oh, they're gonna be talking about the Gone Yard edition. I'm not even gonna bother watching the rest of this video. But yeah, so I didn't really think anything of it. And then Cougs46 earlier today ended up posting a video talking about what they talked about in that trailer, and I guess they talked about a lot of info, or they dropped a lot of information about the game. So I'm going to end up talking about it in this video. You know, I don't want to make it too long because, you know, I still need to talk about one more. I still need to make another video for today. So there's going to be 3 videos today. You guys are getting overwhelmed with content, I know. But yeah, basically the first thing they talked about was, or the first thing Ramon talked about was the Gone Yard edition of the game. You know, I think we already all know what that all entails. It's going to entail it's basically just the collector's edition of the game. So you're going to get the exclusive hat, and this is the only way you can get this edition is through GameStop. So yeah, you're gonna get the 950 hat, and if you guys don't know what a 950 is, it's a snapback. You also get that hat for in-game use. So like this year, I believe it was the Aaron Judge hat. You got to use it in the game. And then I think the year before that, you got the Ken Griffey Jr. hat. You also get the limited edition Steelbook. You know, that cover actually looks kind of nice. You know, it's a lot nicer than this year's, I'll tell you that much right now. You also get a Prestige Gear Up Choice Pack, which I will get into detail about what that entails because they did reveal that in this little 1-minute clip. You also get to choose 1 of 30 Diamond Flashbacks. They did reveal a little bit about it. They just showed what it's going to look like. But yeah, you'll also get 20 standard packs, 30 custom PS4 avatars, along with choosing a classic stadium and 15,000 stubs. That 15,000 stubs, that's actually going to be big, not just for MLB The Show, not just to get you boosted for MLB The Show, but also the way Ramon talked about it. All right, I'll get into that in a little bit. But the first thing I wanted to talk about, and I'm going to be flashing screenshots up of the video up for you guys. Only reason I'm not going to play it is because, you know, I don't really want to get copyrighted, or the risk of getting copyrighted. I know other people do it, but, you know, I just don't really want to. I don't really have the time right now. But yeah, this is what the screen for the choosing the 1 of 30 Diamond Tier Flashbacks players is going to look like. So it's basically just going to look like the same exact program, you know, rectangle thing with the diamond and the team logo in front. You know, I hope we get to see these guys. You know, just because, like, oh, do I want to, like, I'm probably going to go with the Rockies guy regardless. But, you know, it's like, oh, if the Rockies, you have the 88, if you have an 88 overall Dante Bichette, while over here for the, I don't know, for let's just say the Cleveland Indians, you have 89 overall Omar Vizquel. And if I weigh the 2 players together and I want Vizquel over Bichette, but I didn't get to see that, you know, I could pick Vizquel from the Indians instead of Bichette from the Rockies, you know, like it could be become a bit of a problem if you think about it that way. But you know, I'm assuming that we will be able to see these guys. Next thing up, probably the biggest thing they revealed in this, you know what, no, probably one of the 2 biggest things they revealed in this trailer is the Prestige Gear Up Choice Pack. So we were all wondering before, you know, when the pre-orders started dropping, we were like, all right, what is this going to be about? And we finally have an answer. it's just going to be equipment items, guys. All right, but as you guys can probably see in the top left and the top right, we have 2 new items coming to the equipment packs, I guess, per se. We are getting bat skins, and we are also getting stadium sounds. Now, what the stadium sounds will entail, I don't know, because I don't work at SDS. All right, but the bat skins, I feel like this is going to be a fun one, guys. If they're diamond tiers, those are gonna, if you can sell them on the market, they're going to be going for, probably 30 to 40K on launch day. Maybe even 50 to 100K. I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened. But yeah, we're getting bat skins and stadium sounds, and then just the basic equipment items that we've had for the past 3 years. Stadium sounds that might include things like a noise for when you get a strikeout, when you hit a home run song, maybe. Maybe if your opponent gets a pass ball or something, I don't know. We're really gonna have to wait until launch date to figure all this stuff out, and they might even tell us in the streams. All right, they're probably gonna show us in the stream what the stadium sounds is going to entail. Whether or not this is hinting at a creative stadium, I don't know. I would love a creative stadium, but I highly doubt it would be coming to Diamond Dynasty specifically. Just because I feel like it would be very, you'd definitely be able to exploit it, because you could have you could have Yankees dimensions with Coors Field altitude. I feel like that would be exploited so easily. But yeah, if they did bring in the creative stadium, they would have to execute it perfectly. But yeah. The second biggest thing, and honestly I think this is bigger than the stadium sounds and the bat skins, is this screen right here. All right, so because it was in the alpha and now it is in a public video, we can finally start to talk about it. Because it wasn't supposed to be talked about at all prior to this screenshot right here. We weren't allowed to talk about it, but now we finally can, and that is multiple lineups are coming to MLB The Show 19, guys. As you guys can see, right next to the L1 and R1 buttons, you see main. You see 4 mains. Those are the 4. You can have, I believe, up to 4 different lineups for your Diamond Dynasty team. All right, so you can have you're going to have your main team. All right, and then you're going to have probably your grinding team, your offline grinding team. You might have might have a couple of those, actually, now that I think about it. You might have I don't know what other kind of lineups you guys would be running. Maybe a play versus friends lineup, or yeah, I'm running out of ideas, guys. But yeah, you will be able to have up to 4 lineups in MLB The Show 19 next year, by the looks of it. Also, in this screenshot, somebody did point this out to me, so shout out to EB. Matt Carpenter does have a secondary position of catcher now. That is very nice to know. But yeah, I found that kind of funny. But yeah, honestly, this lineup screen looks so much cleaner than it does this year. This year, you go to the main. It's like you go to the main squad and you have to scroll through all of your. You have to scroll through your entire inventory and then try to sub one guy out, and then it's like, oh shoot, I didn't mean to put that guy in. I meant to put this guy in. So you have to scroll all the way back down and find the guy that you were looking for to sub him back out. It was just a complete mess. But in this one, it looks like there's a swap button and a sub button. The swap button, I believe, that just switches their position. But if you want to go to the sub button, I believe I'm hoping this is what it does. Hopefully it pops up a screen that shows all of the guys who play at that position, and you'll be able to, swap it so much easier. Hopefully they have filters in the lineup this year as well. But yeah, brand new lineup screen, completely refurbished. Multiple lineups, could not be any happier. And I believe that is all that they really showed. Oh wait, no, this is the other thing I forgot to tell you guys about. So Ramon Russell, when he brought up the 15,000 stubs, he said he said you will also be getting something along the lines of you will also be getting 15,000 stubs in MLB The Show for pre-ordering MLB The Show 19 Gone Yard Edition because to help jumpstart your Diamond Dynasty team or whatever. And he also said probably one of the biggest lines in that entire in that entire video. He said, "Stubs are the only currency in MLB The Show 19." All right, what that means, I don't know. All right, but by the sounds of it, and based off of what Coog said, and what just kind of trying to think, just me personally thinking about it for a little bit. By the sounds of it, it sounds like the ticket counter will not be returning for MLB The Show 19 because tickets are indeed a form of currency. And then like doesn't sound like they're bringing back the old way of from Road to the Show with the what were they called, like the points. They weren't stubs. It's like you use the stubs to buy like fantasy point. They weren't fantasy points, but I can't remember what they were called. But yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, that is a very interesting line from Ramon, saying that basically come over here to the ticket counter and this isn't going to be here anymore. And honestly, I think it might be for the better. The way they executed it this year was so poor. These 4 cards were the only ones that anybody really wanted, along with Raul Mondesi, obviously. But it's like Yogi Berra was the only card that was worth anything, and even at that, like, I'm hitting under 250 with the guy. He's not, he doesn't have much of an arm, or he can't seem to throw anybody out to save his life for me. I don't know why. But yeah, overall, this Yogi Berra card, even at that, was very underwhelming. It's unfortunate to see the ticket counter go, but this might actually be for the better. Maybe they might be bringing in something else to replace the ticket counter, but, again, I highly doubt they do something like that. But yeah, that was the first bit of news that we received from MLB The Show today. And obviously the trailer is still dropping tomorrow. Expect a reaction to it. Again, I don't know what time I'll be able to get it out tomorrow. Hopefully at a decent time. But yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know I will talk about the new event in a separate video later on today. But I will see you guys in the next one.